President-elect William Ruto has called for the dismissal of the petitions filed challenging his victory in the August 9, 2022 presidential election. Ruto, in his response to the petitions, maintained that the election was free, fair, and conducted in accordance with the law. A response filed by his deputy chief agent, Veronica Maina, accused the petitioners of approaching the court with unclean hands. This came even as the Kenya Kwanza Alliance released a list of 54 lawyers and 8 technical persons who will defend William Ruto's victory in the polls. Serafin Achieng with the details.
One day before the lapse of the 4-day window given by the Supreme Court for respondents to file and serve their responses, President-elect William Ruto's legal team was in court to defend his victory in the August 9th presidential race and subsequent declaration as president-elect. The team submitting 2 affidavits sworn by the president-elect and another by his deputy chief agent, Veronica Maina. The 256-page affidavit sworn by President-elect William Ruto in response to Raila Odinga's petition highlights what is described as Raila Odinga's 30-year pattern in disputing presidential election results and his sustained push for the ouster of members of the electoral management bodies, with a document stating that Raila has no genuine grievance against the conduct or results of the election, but merely wants to force a rerun through the judiciary. The president-elect adding that it is against public interest to keep the country in perpetual electioneering mode. In responding to the issues raised in Raila Odinga's petition and other surrogate petitions, first on whether the election complied with the relevant principles, the president-elect submits that IEBC conducted the election in compliance with the Constitution, the Election Act, and relevant case law. The affidavit indicates that the issues raised about the roles of the IEBC chairman and IEBC commissioners are ill-informed, citing Gazette Notice number 4956 of 28th April 2022, which stated that Wafula Chebukati, who is the second respondent, is the presidential returning officer. The president-elect dismissing the purported disowning of results by the 4 dissenting IEBC commissioners, saying the recommendations of the 2017 Maina Kiai case were followed to the letter in the tallying and verification of the results, a process that the 4 commissioners witnessed. The president-elect further indicating in his affidavit that he is certain that the perusal of the original Forms 34A, 34B and 34C will prove that he attained the 50% plus 1 constitutional threshold for one to be declared an outright winner of a presidential election.
That explains why we have come here just as lawyers and professionals. We have not brought our supporters, neither do we intend to litigate our case in the public court. So we will not comment on the merits of the case. All what we can say is that we have a very strong defense, and we look forward to demonstrating that William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were validly elected as declared by IEBC on 15th of August 2022.
He downplays allegations of deletion, alteration and replacement of Forms 34A, 34B and 34C posted on the IEBC website on the 15th of August 2022 and 18th of August 2022, maintaining that the tallying, verification and declaration of election results was based on the original forms prepared in the presence of and signed by the agents of the candidates. On the staging, alteration and dumping of 11,000 Forms 34A, the affidavit states that petitioners have not provided particulars of the relevant polling stations. On the queries raised by the petitioners over the failed KIEMS kits, Ruto claims that the failure of the technology will not vitiate the results of the election and did not in any way contribute to the low voter turnout, as indicated by the petitioners. He claims he is unaware of the alleged infiltration of IEBC systems and manipulation of results, accusing the petitioners of fabricating evidence. In his prayers, the president-elect wants the court to dismiss petitions challenging the outcome of the presidential election, award him the cause of and incidental to the petitions, uphold that the election was valid and that he was duly elected as the President of the Republic of Kenya. Another document filed in defense of the president-elect is an affidavit by Veronica Maina, who defends the manner in which IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati conducted the election, saying he involved the petitioners and their teams in all the stages of the electoral process and responded to their concerns from time to time. She goes further to state that the election held on the 9th of August was free, fair and verifiable, asking the court to uphold Chebukati's declaration of William Ruto as president-elect. The Kenya Kwanza coalition has lined up a team of 54 lawyers and 5 technical members to battle the presidential election petitions. The team, which will be led by Senior Counsel Fred Ngatia, includes Kioko Kilokumi, Kiragu Githinji, Professor Kithure Kindiki and Gladys Boss-Sholei. Respondents have until Saturday to file their submissions, paving way for the filing of interlocutory applications on Monday, the pre-trial conference scheduled for Tuesday, third-party applications to be filed on Wednesday before the hearing and determination of the presidential petition, whose verdict will be issued by the Supreme Court on or before the 5th of September 2022. Safin Acheng Oma, Citizen TV.